Welcome back to another Monday Minutes with Mudiwa Noel. I'm Mudiwa Noel, and I'm back another week to talk to you guys today about my why. So I thought back and I realized that I never explained to my viewers and the people watching my videos or reading my blogs why I actually initially started on this journey and writing my book and now full on entrepreneurship. Now, I still work full time for the educational system, but I wanted to share my why because I believe my why can help someone else's in their why. So when I started, if you've received my book or you purchased my book, you'll know that I experienced something at the age of 17 that put me on a pursuit of happiness. Now, I'll be talking about the pursuit of happiness in future videos, but for me, my pursuit of happiness was peace, deliverance, um, understanding, and more importantly, purpose. So I got to the point at 17 where I looked in the mirror and I didn't know who I was. I didn't know why I was born. I didn't know what my purpose was on earth. And for me at that age, for some reason, that was important. I had to figure out why I was born, what was my intended purpose while I was on earth, and I wanted to go and pursue that purpose. So through a lot of just exploration, I actually went to church the year before that. Well, I started going to church like a year before that and got saved a year before that. But at that point in time, that's really what kind of pulled me towards going to church and learning about God and experiencing freedom, spiritual freedom. And I really had a peace of mind when I went to church. But that wasn't necessarily my why. I knew that I had peace and I felt comfort in that place and going to church and learning more about God. But that wasn't necessarily my why I was on the earth. I think I found the inner peace within me, but I still was on the pursuit of, okay, God, why am I here? What was I born to do while I'm on earth? Because I am a true believer that everybody was born for intended purpose. So my why began when I said yes to teaching. He spoke to me when I was 21, 22, my senior year in college, and I was asking and asking and asking and kept asking. And at that point in time, I heard him say, "I'm supposed to be a teacher," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, right, stop it." So when I actually heard it, I ignored it for about a year until destiny just kind of aligned, and it actually just pushed me into that field. It was really it wasn't by coincidence, but to me initially, I felt like it was divinely kind of put together by God. And so I started to develop my why at that point in time. I started teaching, and my love for actually teaching and the craft of teaching brought about my love for teaching people how to find their purpose. And I found through my exploration and my asking God and me probing God for my why, it led me to find that my why is attached to other people's why, and that I am destined and my purpose on this earth is to help other people walk into this purpose. For some reason, at 17, it hit me that I wanted to know why I was here. Most people don't experience that at such a young age, but it was so real in my being that I just had to figure it out. And so, although I made a lot of bad decisions, even after I figured out my why, I still made bad decisions. But I started to know that my why was dependent, somebody else was depending on my why, that my why was for someone else. And my intent in starting to write this book wasn't necessarily to become rich or famous or to get accolades, but it really was to show my story of how I found my purpose and my actual path to connecting more with my spiritual being than my physical being, and what everybody told me I should be doing and everybody said was the right thing to do. I started to find peace within myself. So my why was helping other people find their purpose. That is my why. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I wrote that book. That is why I'm starting these videos, because I want to help other people uncover what God has in them, what they were born for, and why they're here. Because I think if more people are actually focused on their purpose, then more people can actually fulfill other people's destiny. Because there's so many people waiting on you to do what you were called to do, what God sent you here to do, in order for them to then walk into their destiny. So you don't know how many people are depending on you for you to answer your yes to God's purpose for your life, and that can change the trajectory of somebody else's life. So that's my Monday Minutes with Madiba Noel. I hope you enjoyed a little piece of me. That's my inside scoop, my actual transparency moment, I should say, about why I am actually doing these videos, why I'm here, and why I'll continue doing them until someone sees him who sees them that actually is able to walk in their purpose and their why. So again, don't forget to go to Medieval Noel to check out the blog that goes with this video. My blog is a little bit more detailed. I go into more information about how to find your why, how I found my why and my purpose, and why I consistently go after it every day. And then also you can get the book. If you don't have the book, it gives you way more details and more information about my journey and how I got to where I am today. And if you just nosy, go ahead over there and get my book. You know, some people just want to know. So please support. I'll be back next week with another Minutes when we do with Noah. Until then, see you later. Have a great week.